All right, let's see how this works. So what we're going to be doing is playing this basic deck and just try to over-explain each of the steps we're taking. So when to lay a land down for turn, when to play a creature, when to go to attacks, when to declare blocks, and all the good things. So looking at our hand, we have 3 lands, 1 of each color. That should be good enough. This is a early mid-game play. I got some late game here as well. Just playing blue-green, laying out the deserts. So we're just gonna try to get 1 of each color out, and then hopefully get an early turn play here. A lot of doing nothing, but they've got 2 deserts out. What else are they gonna do? So we know they're gonna have a 5/4 reach in a couple of turns. What else? Okay. So we got 2 options. We can choose to search a land out, create a 1/1 white human creature token, create food, or a 3/2 lines up pretty well with a 1/2, even though they're probably just cast platform or something. But we do get a food this turn. Be able to do defensive combat, or yeah, that's just probably the best way. Gonna play our force for the turn, and we can hang back with this, which would make it a 6/4, blocking a 5/4. Probably not the best, so I think I'd rather ramp and put a dork out to jump. We have other synergies in the deck to pick up food. We got 2 force in hand, so play on the screen. And we can pass. So this represents an actual trade, so they probably won't even block or attack into this, because we have a favorable block. But they might also have some tricks up their sleeve. Some combat spells. That's a good thing. Explores, and you may have it become a copy of another creature you control. What are they gonna choose here? What's our next play? Probably the 4/5 death picture is pretty good. Yeah, I'll do it. Because they are tapped down here. Alright. Titanic growth, I don't think that's gonna help. They're gonna play this out. They don't know we have a way to block their flyer. They're just gonna play everything else. So had they not played everything out and kept mana open going into the combat phase, I might be more reserved in how I choose to block in case they had a trick. But since they played their whole hand out, they already gave me all the information I need to know. Oh, it doesn't matter. So So yeah, duplicating flyers is pretty good. So we're probably gonna have to reach for the sky next turn if we want to slow this down. Or we can play another dude and hopefully ramp up to it. Yeah, it's a lot of mana though. What does this give us? Whenever a token you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on Mentor and attacks another target creature gets +X until end of turn. So I think we're gonna have to take back, as bad as it feels, and try to trick them into slowing this down, flying away from us, killing us dead. So, okay, we'll go to combat. And copy the flyer. Might double spell here. 3/2, which would make it a 7/7. Yeah, because we have the mana open for it actually shrinks it down. Okay, so we don't need to do that. Let's see what they do. So before we get to declare blocks, we're gonna have to cast Flash Enchantment in the sky. Now this retreats, we can block the 5/5 flyer, and then we take 7. Alright, they are definitely wider than us, but we stopped the biggin flyer going overhead. But we are still lacking in creature count. We can eat some food, try to survive and hang on for a turn longer here. Okay. Creature of flying, that might help, but a 2/2 doesn't represent that much damage. We have access to 7 mana. Yeah, that's not looking good. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or creature of flying. Well, play this out and see how they choose to attack. Okay, so that was unexpected. They just passed their combat phase. Alright, so maybe we do have a chance. Alright, destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. Okay, whenever a token you control enters, put a 1/1 counter. Okay, so that's the synergy with food. Whenever it attacks, target creature gets +X/+X. Alright, so we probably want to kill their stuff or play creatures or a bit of both. These are both at... Oh. Okay, let's do it like this then. Have access to instant spells, and this might be relevant later as it goes on. We have some flexibility there, but the flyer is probably the best target. I doubt they attack into the 7/7 breach creature, but we're just going to hang back and see what the heck they do. They're going to return something to hand. That one, that's a good target. No attacks, and go to end step and see if they bounce something. They likely will. Nope. Okay. they have. It might be a good target, but we're not going to do that. We're going to wait until attacks are declared. So try to get as much information before we react and choose targets for our spells here. Yeah, they're really going. That could be a good target for Feed the Cauldron. Chances are we're going to have to hang back and preserve our guys. Try to absorb as much damage as we can. So that likely is going to have the flyer go through. I would expect to bounce, you know, the reach creature, because the enchantment's going to fall off as this bounces to our hand. Okay, a little unexpected. Who do we kill? This one will probably give it more long-term damage. And we create a food and this thing will grow. Does it return your hand? I think they do. Ah, this is great. Decisions. Or they're gonna retaliate by bouncing something to our hand. Who knows? Taking the time to make the right decision. Okay, that's a little slow. Alright, good job. Maybe they're just waiting for a reaction. So we don't get the food because we're going to cast down on our turn. So we have access to 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. It's 1, 3, 6. I kind of like that line. It puts the most buys. Good blocks. They really ought to be swinging in with their flyer. Which we have an answer for. Assuming we... Okay, it looks like we do, because everything's getting played out. Are they going to give us more information by, you know, what they pitch in the graveyard here? Couple lands, maybe. Yep, go there. I feel like these starter decks tend to kind of flood out at this stage of the game. Okay, so good. They swing in with their flyer, which we don't have a block for, but we do have some spider fruit coming up for them. Oh. They're scared. No, they're not. Fearless. There it goes. Yeah. So, this is sorcerer speed. That always happens. I think we're going to probably hang back. We want to keep mana available to, you know, activate some of our abilities like eating food and growing the wolf, and also access to our instant creatures, because our health total has got me a little nervous, and we scared her. Well, that counts as a win.